Hey everyone, and welcome back to another mukbang. No dramaticism tonight. I'm kind of tired. It's 11 o'clock at night. Oh my goodness. We are going to be eating some manicotti, as you can see by the title. And I actually have some bread this time. Amazing. Hot. Oh, my baby. She doesn't give kisses. She just sniffs. I just followed the directions on the box of the manicotti. I didn't have any like spinach or, oh my god, and Whole Foods stopped selling the large shells that I make stuffed shells with. Why? You're so sweetheart. You're so sweetheart. You're so sweet. Sweetheart. I love you, honey bunny. Sorry. I'm like all about this dog tonight. I love you, Lou. I'm probably not gonna eat all three. I already can tell. I can hate that. I'm like, I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna try to, like, you know, kind of eat slow. Take my time getting filled up. I hope everyone had an amazing Easter. If you celebrate that. Sorry, I'm quiet and the fucking oven's on. I hate that so much. You're so sweet, baby. Let me see your nose. Okay. Everything's looking good. I've just been like, I downloaded Snapchat, positive.smash. I don't know that I'm going to snap a lot. I did today, but I'm more into the Periscope. I like Snapchat. It's cool. I see why people like it, but I kind of just like it to stalk celebrities. Like the Kardashians. I'm itching her ears, so she's not just staring at me. I'm kind of propping her head up. I'm pooped. I'm like just realizing how low my energy is right now. It's not because I'm sad or anything. I am a little sad. She was having a tough time getting up our back stairs, and they're kind of like slippery wood stairs. I worry about her and her hips. I am a compulsive worrier, but that's not. I'm just tired. That was such a fun day today. It was so fun. I periscoped for a long time. I hung out with my good, my bestest friends. Oh, so fun. It's really like, you know, for friends who can't be right in the person's vicinity, it's so fun for that. They'll like both Periscope and Snapchat, you know. I think maybe part of it is also filming. This is my third video I filmed today. So my energy was really like up in those. And that Japan box, there was a sticker in it. So I added that to my water bottle stickers. I think I'm going to be one of those people. The water bottle with stickers all over it. I still could have added more marinara on top of this. Butter. I'm so sorry. I have nothing to talk about. Not that I have nothing to talk about. I'm just eating. My nose has been hurting me lately. Why nose? Why nose? Running and hurting. The air might be too dry in my house. It's so good. And this is totally something that, you know, my grandma would have made on Easter. Stuffed shells. Well, like I said, we would have lamb sometime. We would have stuffed shells. We would have pasta. We would have cioppino. We would have another one my grandma would make a lot. Pot roast. Are you wanting to be fed, my boy? My boy. I could use a salad with this, but too late now. Too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. The corner piece. I'm going to take at least a couple bites of it. Maybe two. So much cheese. Literally, my life is eating cheese in my mukbangs and some spicy ramen. I'm really tired right now. Just closing my eyes, like I could go to sleep. Oh. I would say hopefully tomorrow I'll be peppy again, but I got a bunch of prepping to do for my cabin trip, so We'll see about how preppy I am. I'm glad I looked because I almost didn't record this, and that would have really chapped my ass. Excuse me. The carbaholic in me does not want to stop eating the bread. I want this crispy cheese. Not the regular cheese. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with your normal cheesiness. I want the crispy cheese, okay? Give me the crispy cheese and get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. I might need to change the tablecloth anyways. It's too late. Oh, this damn cat. I don't know about that. Eating. Ooh! Sorry, like I said, my energy's down. It's just because it's late and I'm tired. It's 11:30. Okay. I still have a lot to work to do, so it's like going through my head. Let's look up Ed, and Eddie real quick. Ed, and Eddie. Controversy. And Ed and Eddie fan theories. My vape is on the counter. Ed, and Eddie is a Canadian-American animated series that is formerly the longest-running cartoon that was on Cartoon Network. There are many theories to this popular series. The Purgatory Theory. I think I might... Okay, there's just two. It was a bit long, but it was a short video, so. This theory posits on the possibility on whether or not the kids that inhabited the cul-de-sac are actually dead, and that the cul-de-sac in which they reside actually takes place in a purgatory-like setting. This theory points to the facts such as the children's green-blue tongues. The tongue does in fact turn a bluish shade when you die. The lack of adults and other children, the endless summer in the earlier seasons, unusual human capabilities such as Ed's physical strength, and the small isolated cul-de-sac that comprises almost their whole world. According to the theory, the children of the cul-de-sac actually came from different time periods ranging from the early 1900s to the early 2000s. The theory also explains why the year for the show is very hard to pinpoint, and also explains the answer as to why there aren't any adults in the show, even though you do usually catch a glimpse of one every now and then. According to the theory, Rolf came first in the 1900s. His family had moved to Peach Creek in order to establish a farm on its land. Rolf died in 1903 when his family's farm animals stampeded and trampled him. This was supposed reason as to why he only has the one cow, one goat, a few pigs, and a few chickens. Not enough animals to cause a fatal stampede in afterlife. Johnny 2x4 came next to the cul-de-sac, not long after Rolf's death. Having no friends, Johnny took a marker and drew a face on a piece of wood and dubbed it Plank. He died in 1922 after fighting a long battle with tuberculosis. He took his friend Plank with him in the afterlife, since he was the last thing that he saw in life before he died. Eddie came next. He was born in New York, but eventually moved to Peach Creek during the Great Depression era. Always trying to get a a quick buck, he always set up scams to get money from the cul-de-sac kids. After one of his scams went awry, Eddie was chased by the swindled children of the cul-de-sac and ran to the lake and jumped into it. Eddie ends up drowning in that lake, and he soon joined the other deceased children in the afterlife. Even though he's no longer alive, Eddie still tried to chase after the almighty dollar by continuing his swindling nature in the afterlife. Ed and Sarah were the next to arrive to the cul-de-sac. Their father had died fighting in World War II, and as a result their mother became distant and disconnected. To try and compensate, Sarah developed her bossy attitude, trying to fill the role their mother and father used to fill before their father died and their mother stopped caring. Ed, however, shut the world out and delved into the fantasy worlds of comic books and monster movies in order to escape his unhappy life. They both died in a freak car accident in 1953, thus joining the past kids in death. Naz was born in 1960s era to hippie parents. Described as a flower child, she was rather flirtatious young girl who always act the way towards the male children of the neighborhood. In the summer of 1979, a serial killer escaped from a local asylum, made his way into her house, and raped and murdered her along with her whole family. Wow! Because this event was so traumatizing, Naz, like Ed, shut the world out when she entered into purgatory, and this also explains why she's not shown working around the house like the other children often would. Ed, double D, was born in 1980s time period, which is around the time that technology advanced, and was raised by very strict and controlling parents who pushed him to both succeed academically and to be perfectly cleanly and neat. He is believed to have either died as a result of a gas leak causing an explosion with a Bunsen burner from his chemistry set. Kevin was born the day Double D died. He was born to a broken down house, and he also had an abusive father. Because of his situation, Kevin would act his frustrations out on other children of the cul-de-sac, becoming a bully as a result to cope with his pain. One night in the winter of 1999, his father fatally beat him in a fit of drunken rage, and he died while he was on his way to the hospital. His father was then convicted of murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison. When Kevin entered into the afterlife, he reimagined his father as loving, and that he would shower him in gifts. He still kept his bullying ways in the afterlife, however. Jimmy was the last child to enter the cul-de-sac. He was born in 2000 and was diagnosed with leukemia. He was never associated himself with other cul-de-sac children because his parents believed he was too frail to be around the other kids, and he remained bedridden for the remainder of his life because of this fact. After fighting a long, difficult battle with leukemia, Jimmy eventually succumbed to his illness, and soon the cul-de-sac purgatory was complete. The Cankers were different from the other neighborhood children. It's believed that they were actually demons that were sent to the cul-de-sac to torment the souls of the remaining children who didn't cross over to heaven. The Cankers are the only characters with normal colored tongues, which would seem to indicate that they are not dead, and that therefore they must be something different. Supposedly, the Cankers are attracted to the Eds for unknown reason. However, one common guess is that they are the weakest-willed children of the cul-de-sac, or because they each symbolize a certain deadly sin. This theory has since been debunked by the creator of the show himself. What's under Ed's hat? There are many theories surrounding Double D's landmark sock hat and the mystery behind what could be under it. Many viewers believe that he was deformed from birth, and that he either has an ear underneath the hat or a deformed twin. These beliefs stem from multiple occurrences in the show in which Ed is shown without his hat. For example, in the TV movie for the show, Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show, Double D loses his hat after he and his friends fell off of a giant waterfall. Eddie mockingly acts as though he was horrified by what was under his friend's hat. And Ed also asked Double D if whatever was under his hat hurt. Unfortunately for the viewer, Ed's head is obscured during the scene, and the viewer doesn't get to find out what the big reveal was. Many people also believe that Ed is either bald or has blonde hair. This theory most likely stemmed from Cartoon Network video game entitled Lunchroom Rumble. If you were to play as Ed and were also able to beat the game, the Ed sprite would then proceed to take off its hat and throw it into the air triumphantly. However, this is actually fake because the computer game wasn't produced by the animation company, aka Cartoon, and therefore it is not canonical to the main series. The idea about Ed having blonde hair is also false because Ed clearly has 3 strands of black hair on the back of his head, and therefore that theory is also debunked. It seems like, well, we all know. Sorry, I'm tired. It seems like we will never know what's under Double D's hat. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating facts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I keep saying I'm sorry my energy was down for this video. I'm tired. I love you guys. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow for another mukbang. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great day. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. I love you. I love you.